Alright, Schlockmeister fans, we're going to finish off the Nick Millard trilogy on this DVD set. This one's called Satan's Black Wedding. Let's watch. There's a woman. We're going to find out later her name is Nina. And she's in some place with a guy with fangs. And Nina decides to slice her wrists. There's our man with fangs. Now this is a funeral, and that priest looks like the vampire guy.
Anything I can do for you, don't hesitate to call upon me. Thank you.
This is Mark,
We're going back to Hollywood right away. Not before next week.
Nina's
But I
sister.
imagine you'll be staying at your sister's house.
Apparently no one cleaned up.
Far more terrible than a suicide took place in here.
Who are you?
I'm Lieutenant Scott with the Homicide Division, Monterey Police Department. This room doesn't look like suicide. And a couple of other things that don't make any sense at all.
Like what?
The third finger of your sister's left hand was missing.
Oh, God.
There wasn't a drop of blood left in your sister's body. The coroner said he'd never seen anything like it.
Whosoever believeth in him
There's Nina.
shall have life everlasting.
Missing
in
a
the
finger.
world of darkness. He is pleased with you, Nina. He called you daughter. Now you must complete the covenant. Every member of your family must die.
Nina's a vampire, apparently. This is Mark and Nina's aunt.
Poor Nina.
Evelyn, when was she last here?
She only came twice after you left for Rome. I was worried about her, Mark. She'd begun to behave very strangely.
This is Stella,
I don't know what,
the aunt's
but I
maid.
hear it at the door.
She heard something last night.
Well, please give me a day or two to find someone to replace you.
That's why she's quitting.
I stay only this one more night.
Stella agreed to stay one more night, but apparently that's one night too many. And that is Nina attacking her. I should say vampire Nina. Love those vampire teeth. And this is vampire Nina attacking her aunt.
Is that?
I honestly don't.
Nina was a writer.
I've read the manuscript. It's the most insane and frightening thing I've ever read.
Yes, I did work on it with her. But only in the beginning.
Jean tells Mark that Nina used to like to hang out at this old church that has vampire
In
legends.
September, we started going up there. That's when Nina began to change.
So of course they got a visit. I guess this is a flashback of when they were writing this manuscript of lurid things.
Nina loved this place. I find that very strange. It's an extraordinary place, Mr. Ray.
He's in that church now.
I am somewhat of an expert on its history. Perhaps you'd be interested in hearing some of it. Yes, I would. Did you know that Satan himself once appeared here in this crypt to a group of nuns?
He expands on that thought.
The sisters were praying here for the souls of the dead. When Satan appeared to them in all his magnificence, they stopped praying to their invisible God. And from that day forth, they worshipped a new master, was a tremendous victory for Satan.
Mark now knows that Stella and his aunt are deceased. There's our crack detective.
Mark, your aunt and her housekeeper were both murdered.
It's pretty dark, but you have to trust me that Mark and Jean decide to have an affair. We are post-coital now, and Jean is wandering around the place. And she sees a painting of Nina with fangs.
Mark! My God. It's alive.
Nina has shown up.
The window!
What did you see?
Right?
Remember that priest that he found up at the old
Well, I
church?
called the bishop's office, and they never heard of it. In fact, there's no priest with that name anywhere in Northern California.
That's impossible. I just spoke with them.
Now, you
The detective heads to that old church.
Goddammit, answer.
Multiple vampires. I don't know what good shooting's gonna do. Anyway, Jean heads to her place and is attacked by a vampire.
This way, Mark.
So Jean takes Mark back to the church. Of course, Mark has no idea that Jean has already been bit.
I'm here, Mark.
Sister isn't dead, Mark. She lives in high glory. One of his chosen. You're all mad.
Mark?
He has plans for that brother and sister also.
Tonight, you and Nina will be married in accordance with his wishes.
That's right, brother and sister married. That's the detective on a bed of spikes. Anyway, Mark takes off. Vampires in pursuit. He manages to get to his car and miraculously escapes. Vampires in pursuit. Now watch and listen closely. He crashed. And our final scene in the film, again, look closely. In the back on the right, there he is. And he's now marrying his sister, apparently. That's our film. All right, let's talk about Satan's Black Wedding, another beauty from director Nick Millard, who did the Criminally Insane movies. Now, this one here, also filmed in San Francisco, takes place in that area. A woman commits suicide. She slices her wrist. There's this weird guy with fangs looking over, a vampire, obviously, and he's laughing maniacally, enjoying it while it's happening. Her name was Nina. Nina has a brother named Mark who is an actor in Hollywood. He comes, goes to the funeral and wants to investigate her death because he thinks it's a little fishy. A local police detective also thinks it's a little fishy. He does some investigating, does the brother. Finds out that his sister was an author. She was writing stuff, and she was writing some very lurid tales about stuff. I don't know. And she was hanging out at this weird church, apparently. And so he goes to investigate that. Turns out that his sister has turned into a vampire, and the vampire leader has ordered her to kill her entire family. So Nina then goes out and kills her aunt, and kills her aunt's maid, it's named Stella, kills her too. And then eventually the guy, the brother, and his girlfriend, Jean, I think was her name, they make their way to the church at some point. They run into this guy. Dakin is his name. He's like the high priestess there, but he's also a vampire. During the daytime, he just looks like a normal, everyday priest. They run into him, and then he says that, hey, you and your sister are supposed to get married, and then you're going to have the offspring of Satan or something. Satan's going to appear, and your kids are going to be devils. I don't know. It's just a mishmash. Well, obviously Mark freaks out and takes off, and then they're chasing him through the woods. Then his girlfriend Jean, who was attacked earlier, I guess she's a vampire too. He makes it into his car and escapes somehow. But then there's like this sound. It sounds like he crashed his car, and then the film kind of ends. So I don't know exactly what happened there, but yeah, that's the end of it. So that's Satan's Black Wedding. Now, everything you read about this movie says it's awful, it's a piece of shit. You know what? I'll be honest with you. I kind of enjoyed it. I think I just liked the setting. It just had this overall feel, which I kind of enjoyed. I liked the San Francisco scenery as well. I was in San Francisco recently, so I don't know. I just kind of enjoyed this film. It's only an hour and 2 minutes long, which is very short, obviously, but it's perfect for a movie like this because it's not a great film by any means, but for 62 minutes, I can last. And I actually kind of enjoyed it. It wasn't great acting. It wasn't great anything. One brief nude scene, Jean's right boob was shown. But other than that, and not a lot of blood. A little bit of blood, but not a lot. Crazy. I don't know. I enjoyed this movie probably much better than I should have, or than anybody has. But anyway, let me know what you think about Satan's Black Wedding. You can get this DVD on this compilation here with Criminally Insane and Criminally Insane 2. You can get this for about $15 or so on Amazon. Well worth it for 3 fun films. Anyway, check it out, Satan's Black Wedding. Let me know what you think about it. Leave some comments down below. We'll talk about it. Watch it. Bye.